Right.
Sydney Sweeney, Hasbro Jeans.
I can see why they're mad. And by the way, the entire context of this is them talking about her boobs, by the way. That's what's being discussed with jeans. Everybody that's not a retard,
because those Sydney Sweeney American Eagle ads are weird. Like, fascist weird. That is Nazi propaganda.
Not AI. Yes, that was a real ad by a...
Now, I'm not going to say that's crazy, though, right? It's just jealous, fat, ugly women.
So despite being in a very deep, debilitating depression route to where I've struggled to do anything else other than lay on my couch, I felt like this advertisement was too important not to talk about, especially in the political climate that we're in, so let's talk about it, because this is literally eugenics slapping everyone in the face, and...
We're going to open up those asylums. You're going to have a really, really nice padded room you're going to live in, and you're going to be healthy. You're going to be okay. The clothes, you'll be like this the whole time, and everybody in the whole world is going to be better off because of it.
Because this message of her saying that everything that she has is attributed to her genes, she's not talking about her blue genes, she's talking about her genes, and then saying that hers are blue, she's not talking about her blue genes, she's talking about her blue eyes, and then saying her eyes are up here. It's not a coincidence that this message is being delivered by a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white woman.
I've had enough. I've had enough. Yeah, this is just crazy. I'm so lost. Yeah, exactly right.
So, Steve, break down what makes 2026 different than 2018.
Yeah, it's really interesting, Riley, because when you look at the bottom line numbers, that's what you have on the screen right now, the balance of power in the House. For vacancies, essentially, if these vacancies were filled, it would probably be 220 Republican seats, 215 Democratic seats. As thin a majority as you can get for Republicans, that means if Republicans take that majority into the midterms next year, they can afford a loss, a net loss of no more than 2 seats. And you know the history of midterms. The White House party almost always loses seats. You mentioned 2018 when Republicans lost 40 seats in Donald Trump's first midterm. So how could he actually be in a position where we're talking about the House being in play next year, at least potentially? Well, it's because the makeup of that Republican majority that got decimated in 2018 is very different from the makeup of the Republican majority right now. And that's what we want to show you right here. Republicans in 2018 were exposed.
That kind of Democratic Party? Well, they just keep pushing weird identity politics. I think that until they can get away from identity politics and fringe social issues, and they address actual issues that people have, like housing, food, healthcare, childcare, stuff like that, until they can start addressing those problems, nothing is going to change. Stop catering to the 5% 90-10 issues, and stop making them like stop doing pronouns. Stop talking about trans stuff for kids. Stop talking about LGBT children's books. Stop focusing on how can we make sure that people that live in another country are able to live here. Get away from that.
Getting all your daily nutrients is hard work, but nutrition gaps in your diet are inevitable. But there's an easier way to do it. Meet Grooms. GRUNS. The snackable, packable wellness gummy that packs the comprehensive nutrition you need into this guy right here. Grooms loads a complete serving of fruits, veggies, adaptogens, vitamins, minerals, super mushrooms, prebiotics, and antioxidants like organic kale, spirulina, broccoli, beet, lemon, apple, tomato, blueberry, shiitake mushroom, strawberries, and more in every pack.
So I can snack on these instead of all of this?
Yep.
But how did Grooms
get everything you need in here and make it taste delicious?
All over the place. Check this out here.
Stop talking about women.
Capacity trade or beyond trade.
It is.
It's a giant deal with lots of countries, because as you know, Ursula represents a lot of countries, not one country. It's not easy for you. That's because a lot of very different countries, great countries, but some are strong with cars, some are strong with agriculture, Some are strong with both, right? You have a lot of different factors. So we're going to do the following. The European Union is going to agree to purchase from the United States $750 billion worth of energy. $750 billion worth of energy. They are going to agree to invest into the United States $600 billion more than they're investing already. So they're investing a large amount of money. You know what that amount of money is. It's very substantial, but they're going to invest an additional $600 billion. They're agreeing to open up their countries to trade at zero tariff. So that's a very big factor. Opening up their countries, all of the countries will be opened up to trade with the United States at zero tariff. And they're agreeing to purchase a vast amount of military equipment. We don't know what that number is, but it's the good news is we make the best military equipment in the world, so sort of you have to do that until somebody tops us, which is not going to happen. We're way ahead of every other country in terms of the quality of the military equipment. You saw that recently in Iran, and you see that, unfortunately, you see that often for all the wrong reasons, right? So those things are 750 billion, 600 billion, opening up the country. We are agreeing that the tariff straight across for automobiles and everything else will be a straight across tariff of 15%. So we have a tariff of 15%. We have the opening up of all of the European countries, which I think I could say were essentially closed. I mean, you weren't exactly taking our autos, you weren't exactly taking our agriculture, and then you would have smaller things, but for the most part it was closed. And now it's open. It's open for our companies to go in and do a good job with it. I think you'll like it. I think you'll like it. And we will, very importantly, they'll be investing a lot of money, but the military is a big number, but that's one number we're not determining. It's going to be whatever it is, but they're going to be purchasing hundreds of billions of dollars worth of military equipment. They're very importantly, they're going to purchase $750 billion worth of energy. So that's going to be great. And $600 billion worth of investments into the United States over and above what they have. So, and I think that basically concludes the deal. I mean, those are the main factors. I don't think there are too many other factors, other than we're going to get along great. And we have a great relationship now with NATO, which is largely the same. I mean, not exactly, but pretty close, right? Largely. And with NATO, as you know, they're going up to 5% from 2%. And the relationship is very strong with NATO. So I just want to congratulate you. I think it's...
Guess which student has a better chance of getting into an Ivy League school? First, take a look at Zach.
How's it going, guys? I'll say hello in the chat. What's up? It's Nintendo 64.
We made a deal today instead of playing games.
Say hello, say what's up, like the video, share with your friends. Just don't tell your friends that I'm a virgin. Don't tell them
that. It's
that.
the biggest deal ever made.
I keep telling you guys, but you guys keep embarrassing me on the computer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, thank you. We have a deal. We have a trade deal between the two largest economies in the world. And it's a big deal. It's a huge deal. It will bring stability. It will bring predictability. That's very important for our businesses on both sides of the Atlantic. It's 15% tariffs across the board, all inclusive. The investments Mr. President just described, that going to go to the United States and the purchases over there.
Yeah,
Indeed, basically the European market is open. It's 450 million people. So it's a good deal. It's a huge deal.
Yeah.
It was tough negotiations. I knew it at the beginning, and it was indeed very tough, but we came to good conclusions for both sides. So again, congratulations and many thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions, please? I think we both wanted to make a deal. You said something that is very important. It's going to bring us closer together. I think this deal will bring us very close together, actually. Sort of, it's a partnership in a sense, but it's a very good point, and it's something that's very important. No, we had 4 or 5. No, not pharmaceuticals. I mean, we're going to be, as you know, a lot of companies are coming into the U.S., and that's unrelated to this deal. But it's, I think we this didn't just start today. We had a meeting. I wasn't sure. I said 50-50. I think you probably felt the same thing. But this started months ago, this negotiation. So we knew pretty much what we were getting into. And we were able to make a deal that's very satisfactory to both sides. So it's a very powerful deal. It's a very big deal. It's the biggest of all the deals. It will be the biggest of all the deals. So we're very honored to have done so. And your staff has been fantastic, and they've worked together very long and hard.
They worked hard and long, and many thanks to the teams on both sides. There was, as I said at the beginning, a heavy lifting we had to do, but many thanks also for the talks we had many times on the way to our goal, and now we made it. And that's good. It's really good.
Anybody else? Yes, ma'am.
Question for the President. What are the U.S. concessions? What is the U.S. giving up in the deal?
So the starting point was an imbalance, a surplus on our side and a deficit on the U.S. side. And we wanted to rebalance the trade relation. And we wanted to do it in a way that trade goes on between the two of us across the Atlantic, because the two biggest economies should have a good trade flow between us. And I think we hit exactly the point we wanted to find. Rebalance, but enable trade on both sides, which means good jobs on both sides of the Atlantic, means prosperity on both sides of the Atlantic, and that was important for us.
And again, the energy is a very important component, because we have more energy than anybody else in that sense. And I think it was very wise that they buy a lot of energy, and it's great stuff, and it solves a lot of problems. So that was a great decision, I think. On what? Steel is staying the way it is. The steel and aluminum, et cetera, that's a worldwide thing. That stays the way it is.
We have
chips is, Howard, you might want to describe the chips, please, if you would.
Well, the expectation is in 2 weeks' time, we're going to come out with our chips 232. And that was one of the key reasons that the European Union came to talk to the president to try to resolve all the things at one time. And well, I'll let you wait for the 2 weeks until you get to announce your plan. But we are going to be bringing chip manufacturing back to the United States of America.
We'll be doing a lot of chips. A lot of companies are coming in from Taiwan and from other places into the U.S. And they're doing that in order to avoid tariffs. And the president really avoided the tariffs.
Don't mix pink salt with lemon and 2 other ingredients if you don't want to donate your entire wardrobe in less than a week. Don't believe me? Give me 60 seconds to explain. This is the pink salt trick that took me from 179 to 126 in 2 weeks. Or better yet, the $2 natural version of Zepbound. Let me show you how easy it is to make this new natural Zepbound recipe that's going viral on social media with over 21...
Shut up.
In a better way for them, much better way, much more conclusive. I think probably much more profitable, definitely much more profitable, and got a lot of benefit from it. So it was a very interesting negotiation. It was I think it's going to be great for both parties. I think your various countries are very happy about this.
Is there an industry in the U.S. that you see maybe having the first impact of getting into this market that was not accessible before, whether it's autos?
Yeah, I think cars. Cars basically were not invited. Were not. I don't know if the word is not allowed or just you just got them out somehow, right? But cars will be. We have some cars that do terrific business and we do really well with the pickup trucks, with the SUVs. We have some great things, and I think the people of Europe will have some diversification. I think that'll make them happy. So I think maybe cars would be the one that would go the biggest, and the second would be agriculture, the farmers. And we'll do it in very strict conjunction with the president and the European Union. And they're coming into our country with great vigor. And I think they're gonna make a lot of money with this. I think everybody is. And again, it's gonna bring a lot of unity and friendship. It's gonna work out really well. Okay? Say it.
What's the next deal you're focused on now?
That's an interesting question. This was the big one. This is the biggest of them all. We're looking at deals with 3 or 4 other countries.